always destined for greatness. But history actually tells a very different story. The journey of Lionel Messi is genuinely one of the most fascinating case studies we have in sports, because his path balanced right on a razor's edge between total, complete obscurity and absolute legendary status. I mean, seriously, imagine this. What if the absolute greatest football career we've ever seen just ended at age 11? It's a chilling thought for any fan of the beautiful game, right? But at just 11 years old, Lionel Messi faced an overwhelming obstacle that could have completely shattered his dreams before they even got off the ground. And the crazy part? This wasn't a tactical issue on the pitch or a lack of work ethic. It was a biological roadblock. It's truly one of the biggest what-ifs in modern sports history. Let's jump into Section 1, A Dream Under Threat, the Rosario origins and a crucial diagnosis. Okay, so the kid had raw, undeniable talent. He loved football from literally the moment he could walk. But suddenly out of nowhere, his family gets hit with this career-threatening reality, growth hormone deficiency. Now, this is a medical condition that requires extensive and highly expensive treatment. Without that medical intervention, a child simply remains much smaller than their peers. Think about that for a second. Imagine being a kid whose own body is actively betraying his immense talent. In a highly physical, aggressive sport like football, being significantly undersized with no natural biological way to catch up is a severe, almost impossible disadvantage to overcome. Moving on to Section 2, the financial barrier, the market failure of early scouting. Looking at the historical context, we hit a massive friction point here. You have this undeniable, once-in-a-generation talent crashing headfirst into an unaffordable treatment. His family severely struggled to afford the vital medicine he needed, which created a massive economic barrier to entry. The local clubs, actually, scratch that, even the big national clubs, they all recognized his incredible skill on the field. They knew he was special, but absolutely none of them were willing to shoulder the financial risk of his medical bills. The scouting system essentially failed him because clubs were looking at the bottom line of the pharmacy receipts rather than the limitless potential of the player. So for a really tense period, it truly looked like the dream was over. Which brings us to Section 3, Barcelona's historic gamble, the intervention that changed football. The sequence of events that followed is a legendary pivot in sports history. A scout from Barcelona flies out, watches this tiny kid play, and his jaw practically hits the floor. The club then takes an absolutely unprecedented leap of faith. They offer this undersized kid from Argentina a spot in their prestigious European academy. And here's the real game changer. They agreed to cover all his medical costs. Barcelona acted as both a footballing institution and a literal medical lifeline. By footing the bill for this expensive treatment, they placed a monumental bet on an 11-year-old's future, giving them the ultimate support system when he needed it. Section 4, the weight of relocation, the crucible of isolation at age 13. Now, we absolutely cannot ignore that heavy human element here. At just 13 years old, he relocates across continents, leaving everything he knew in Argentina for Spain. He's suddenly thousands of miles from his friends and the extended family.